News where we talk about electric vehicles, green energy, and the stock markets. It's a Monday edition, and I'm happy to have ProTrader Mike in here in the office with me, even though it says he's me. How's it going, Mike?
Hey, it's good to be Dave. Good day, good day.
We can't all be me, but that's okay. That's okay. Our software sometimes just seems to like us to be the same person. So, anyways, I want to talk a little bit about an interesting stock that I find kind of fascinating because it's a company that's been around manufacturing vehicles for over 90 years in a specific category, and it's gradually been switching over the last 25 years to electric vehicles, and it's interesting to see how the stock has been playing out. And this is Bluebird and school
Bluebird.
buses.
What's the
Yeah,
symbol?
BLBD. And they make electric school buses, and the school buses are cheap to operate. They get about triple the effective gas mileage of a diesel. They have much less maintenance. They're quieter, less emissions, obviously, and it seems to be doing quite well. They have really good demand for them. They're made right here in the United States, and it seems like a pretty good company. And just kind of curious about your opinion. And it looks like the stock is pretty stale most of the time.
I already picked that baby. Check this out. Hold on a second.
All
Let me
right.
just clean this baby up. Here, talk for another minute because I'm logging into my computer. Keeps on banging out. So,
Oh, no problem, no problem. Here, I'm going to
but
take the
it's a
screen for a
electric
second.
bike company. They're in Miami. They're all over the cities, man. They make electric bikes too.
Oh, really? Okay. I've really only ever looked at the bus division, but they have a pretty extensive history in the buses. So let's see here. 120-mile range. They have two different models. Both of them basically will run 3 to 8 hours of drive time. If you were a school bus, you might go out and pick up the elementary kids, take them to school, go pick up the middle school kids, take them, go pick up the high schoolers, take them in, and then charge for a few hours and go back and start taking everybody home. And so, in my opinion, it's a pretty decent model. It makes a lot of sense for school buses to switch to electric. And I know that they've just completed delivering their 1500th electric school bus in the United States. And for a US company, I just think that's a pretty cool deal. Let's see.
Let me share my screen.
Okay, let me stop. There you go.
And this is my pick on Bluebird, BLBD. It was right here at $27.05. It was breaking out. See it? Bluebird.
Yes.
It was $27.05. They had a target of $29 on it. Shares outstanding 32 million, shares in the float 21 million. It was up 52% for the month when I picked it. It rocked. That's why I was in it. You could see how it was breaking out. That's what it
Nice.
was doing. Yeah.
When was that?
That was
Like back in May?
BLD. That was May 21st.
Yep. 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 It really shot up there for a bit.
I still can't log into my computer, but yeah, that was the pick then. Let me see if I have the newsletter on it. I actually put out the stock on May 21st. It was.
Yes.
Here it is. Boom.
So right now we're at 1882, and the stock seems to cycle between a low of about 18 and a high of just under 21. Does this seem like one that would be pretty good to keep riding out on some wheel strategy with some options?
Take on them.
Or do you think that want to
I
check and
don't.
see what it pays out on the options?
Yeah, let's take a look. I still can't log in though, so I'm having troubles today. But I found the newsletter, which is right here. This was when I did that EV newsletter. Still have an error. So right here is when I did the EV picks, when I picked Ride and Hyzen at 40. What's Hyzen at? HYZN. I picked it at 48 cents. They had short interest at 22%. What's that one at right now? Because I can't pull up my
It's
computer.
at 88 cents.
88 cents. Okay. What was the high on that recently?
Let's see. Let's go back.
HYZ.
Oh, it's been as high. It went as high as $2. $2.04 was the high it
48
reached.
cents. So these are a list of all great EV stocks. If you guys want to grab a pen and a paper and write some of them down, HYZN was way oversold with a high short interest. That's why you could see it went up. Oh, my computer just loaded up. Look at that. Perfect. Look at that. That's perfect. Boom. Let's reduce these. Okay, and then the next one was FFIE, Faraday Future, it's called. And this was a high interest, short interest of 16%. It was 22 cents. What's that stock at right now?
$1.05.
That's a beauty. They have a Faraday shares in the float, 895 million. They didn't have a target price, but it was on my list because it was way oversold for a base breakout at 22 cents. And that one's up at what?
Which one is this?
FFIE.
Well, currently it's at $1.05.
So yeah, it's up 500% since I picked it. That's a beauty. And then the next one underneath that was Moulin. That was $1.07. Moulin's my favorite pick right now. It's at 30 cents. Is it still at 30 cents?
It's still at 30 cents.
I love Moulin right now. Moulin has a target actually of like $5 on my new research, but this is old research. So now you have the next one is LCID at $7.18 called Lucid. What's that one at? LCID. That has a high short interest too.
Well, that one's at 433.
So that one's lost some value right
You know,
there.
the thing though with Lucid, and this stock is one that I don't think can go away because the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has agreed to dump significant money into it so that Lucid will start production in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And so they want to have auto manufacturing there, and Lucid they're starting with Lucid. And so I really don't see Saudi Arabia allowing Lucid to fail. Plus, the other thing is for next year, they're coming out with an SUV, and because they've just been cars. Now, the thing is, Lucid compared to a Tesla is much better build quality. It's much more luxurious, but they're really serving a narrower market because their cars are so damn expensive. And none of them are eligible for the federal rebates because they're all pretty much over 100 grand.
Gotcha. Let me see what the next one was. The next one was SEV, base oversold with a high short interest at 17 cents. SEV. It's called SEV Group, Sono Group.
Got
What
it.
about that one?
SEVCQ, it's at like 3/10 of a cent, if I'm looking at the
that
right
one.
stock.
It's called Sono Group, SEV.
Yeah, Sono Group NV on the OTC. Yeah, that one's not had a great history the past year. That one's really gotten crushed. And the weird thing is, there must be something going on because right now it doesn't have a 4-letter trade handle. It has a 5-letter, which tells me something's going on. So when the 5th letter is added on the OTC, there's something that is out of the ordinary going on right now.
What about AYRO? What happened to that one? It's 60 cents. It had a cup and handle. It was called AYRO.
$1.80.
From 6, that went up 300%. Okay, that one did really good. Auto manufacturer. The next one is NEO. That was $8 at the time with a short interest of 7.25%. This is very interesting data. They had a target of $15 on it when it was at 8. What's it at now?
So Neo's currently at 792, but it went all the way to 1472 in
Oh,
July.
it hit their target price. So
Yeah,
14.79. Look how close to the target price they drove that to. Isn't that
yes.
crazy? And then they
Yep.
just shorted the hell out of it and knocked it down.
Neo's kind of interesting because Neo's gotten into the car insurance business. So they added this as a new field because there's been a
Yeah.
shortage of availability of car insurance for EVs in the EU, and so Neo has jumped into that space. So
What
it'll be
I did
interesting
at
to
the
see how that
time,
affects
Dave,
things.
is I
Mhm.
listed these from short interest from highest to lowest. And since it's now been 6 months since I did this report, I'm going to
Yeah.
go back in and see what happened to the short interest and now where it is again. Because I'm sure like some of these that are LCI that are just beaten up have very high short interest that could really do big moves like this again. So let's check out the next one.
Okay.
Was PEV, it's called. It was a short, not a medium short interest, a 3.4. It was called Phoenix Motor Incorporated.
89
PEV.
cents.
It was 82 cents. So that was cut itself by three times.
You know what's kind of weird about this one is it's fallen 11% today.
Has a small float, it says, of 2 million shares in the float. This is one to watch. Maybe like priced in. If anything really hasn't changed and it's at a discount of just like Moulin, that one in Moulin may head back up. So I'm going to do some research on that for Sunday. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. That was cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's a good review of those EV stocks.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, while we're on EV stocks, let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla added, this was some news today, they added 3% in pre-market trading based on the fact that they've announced that their gigafactory in Germany, they're going to be producing a 25,000 euro car, which will be the Tesla Model 2. So they're going to start building that. It's going to be really cheap. I mean, if that sells for under $30,000 in the United States, that
You
that's
know,
really going to
if you
disrupt the
look at
market.
Tesla since August,
Mhm.
there's a there's a lot of red going on in Tesla. Tesla's like used to be like the leader. Everyone's gonna trade Tesla. It's up It's been like beaten. It's really gotten beat up since August terribly. If
So
you're a long side trader and you are because that's the way it's been in the last 2 years with the stock, you're just getting beat. Look at it. This August, it was up here. Who printed this? $299 per share. You're like, really? It fell all the way and stopped them out down here at 217. Went all the way back up to 280. Now went under 200 and is floating on that 217 line. The stock doesn't look so like. And all I know is the trend is your friend, and stocks in motion stay in motion. Crypto in motion stays in motion. Anything in motion stays in motion, dude. That's just the laws. It's 80% right if I go by that. So the trend is not my friend on Tesla, and the motion is terrible. It's going lower. So yeah, what
well,
else is going on?
and that's pretty much it. It's just kind of exciting that they've got that inexpensive car starting to go into production.
All right,
I mean, that's
nice.
going to be really disruptive in the market for there to be a quality EV that's in the lower price tier. Anyways, Mike,
All right,
thanks for
peace,
doing the show
everybody.